Hi, this is Frode, and welcome to the last part of the 5 big ideas from solving the procrastination puzzle. In part 1 and 2, I delivered the ideas what is procrastination, tomorrow never comes, and perfectionism. So if you haven't watched those parts, I recommend that you go watch them first, but it's totally up to you. And the 4th big idea is just get started. Once we start a task, it is rarely as bad as we think. In a study, Timothy asked students and people from other professions to rate how stressful they perceived their current task to be. This study ranged from Monday to Friday over 2 weeks, and just as expected, on Monday the task was perceived as very difficult and stressful. Many of the participants reported that they said things like, "I'll feel more like it tomorrow," or "I'll do it tomorrow." Later in the week though, none of them, of course, said that "I really feel more like doing this now." And in the end of the week, on Thursday or in the first hours of Friday morning, when the participants had actually engaged in the tasks they had been avoiding, they noticed that the perception of their tasks changed. Many of the participants actually found their tasks interesting and wished they had started earlier, such that they would be able to do a better job. Now, what's the moral here? Just get started. Once we start a task, it is rarely as bad as we think. This was also the case for me when I started making these videos. I perceived the task to be very difficult and stressful because of the vulnerability, the fact that I had never done it before, and that it's a lot of work. When I just had gotten started enough times though, I am now completely sure that my perception of the task will change when I get started with the task. You see, when you start a task, it won't be as bad as you think before you started the task. It will seem a lot easier and interesting than before you actually started. You only have to try this a few times before you start believing in it. Try to do this for working out, doing some school assignments, or cleaning your house. If you just get started, it will seem a lot easier. The 5th big idea is multitasking. Did you know that texting while driving is more dangerous than being intoxicated while driving? And that when we are sporadically switching between Facebook, email, Twitter and our work, we are not really doing our work. We are multitasking. I hate to break it to you, but we humans have only one brain. So we can only focus completely at one thing at a time. Everything else will be a distraction. So when we are focusing on several things simultaneously or switching between tasks, our attention gets divided. This is called attention residue, which Cal Newport explains in the book Deep Work. When you switch from some task A to another task B, your attention doesn't immediately follow. A residue of your attention remains stuck thinking about the original task. If Facebook is task A and your work is task B, some of your attention will be stuck thinking about Facebook while you are working. Your attention will be weakened, your productivity will go down, and you won't be as efficient as you could have been. The strategy to get rid of distractions such that you will increase your productivity by focusing on just one thing is pretty straightforward. Just turn off all other programs but the one you need to get your work done. This will be hard in the beginning, since many of us are addicted to the distractions like Facebook and email while we're working, but eventually it will be easier to you and your productivity will increase a lot. Today I presented the ideas: what is procrastination, tomorrow never comes, perfectionism, just get started, and multitasking. Pick the one big idea that resonated the most with you and start implementing it in your life right now. And share some of these ideas if you believe you can help a friend with them. If you are serious about reducing your procrastination, I strongly encourage you to read this book yourself. You can buy it by following the link in the description. And if you have comments or questions about the ideas, or feedback on my performance in delivering the ideas to you, I would be delighted to hear about them in the comment section. And if you like this video, you'll probably like Deep Work by Cal Newport, where we explore ideas like deep versus shallow work, attention residue, and rituals. Also, if you want new videos every single week with 5 big ideas from books that help us think differently and actualize our potential, you can click the fine red subscribe button below the video. And if you want more details on these ideas, you can check out the blog post that I also have a link for below the video. Lastly, you can contact me by sending me a message on Facebook or a tweet on Twitter. I have links to both of them below the video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to share more big ideas with you soon. Have an awesome day. See ya.